Hi everyone, welcome back to Python interview question series. Today we are tackling one of the most frequently asked questions, which is valid palindrome. It's asked quite frequently at Google, Amazon, Meta, and many other major tech companies. The question is essentially pretty straightforward. Given a string, when we keep only the alphanumeric characters, which are essentially numbers and letters, does it read the same from forward to backward? For example, race car would be one, or a quite popular one is a man, a plan, a canal, Panama, which is interesting enough but reads the same from the back as well. A man, plan, a canal, Panama. In this tutorial, we'll see 3 solutions and explain different trade-offs between each solution. The first solution is quite obvious. It is very easy to read and write. Essentially, we create an empty string, we loop over the characters, and if a character is alphanumeric, which is a letter or number, we add it to the empty string, creating a new string, and we essentially slice and reverse the string and compare if it does read the same backward and forward. If it is, we return true and we get a palindrome. This solution is great to start, but you'll see that not only we use linear time to solve the problem, but we also create an additional string which uses a linear space as well, which can be okay to start with, but it's definitely not the most efficient solution. And in the end, we also slice it backwards, which keeps it technically in linear time. Again, not the most efficient, but what I would recommend is actually to solve it this way initially, and then mention that we can actually do much better than this. Which brings us to the second solution. In this case, we are actually using 2 pointers, which is quite efficient, as you'll see. One main advantage of this solution is that we actually never create an additional string. So the space is constant time, which is pretty good, and you'll see that this is actually the most efficient solution. We can essentially name the pointers as left and right, and we will continue as long as the left pointer is bigger than the right pointer in terms of indexes. And then we'll do 2 checks for the 2 pointers. If the left index is pointing at a non-alphanumeric number, then we skip an index. In the same case is true for right. When we do start from the last index, we will essentially skip non-alphanumeric characters. So rather than creating a clean string, we're actually skipping non-alphanumeric characters, which is quite efficient. And during each loop, we compare the characters. And if we do ever find a non-equality, we immediately exit by returning false after we go through all the string. If everything looks good, that's great. We have a palindrome and we return true. So in this solution, we still have to go through all the string, which makes it linear time complexity. But since we are not creating an additional string, we're actually performing it in constant time. We're actually solving the problem with constant space, which is O of 1 space complexity. And even though this is a quite efficient solution, we can also mention another solution after this one, which brings us to the third solution. And one of the first things you will notice about this solution is that it is super concise, which shows your Python proficiency. By using a regex, we essentially, if a character is not alphanumeric, we replace it with an empty string, which would essentially remove it, and then we lower all the characters. And in the end, we slice the string and compare it with its reverse. And if the clean string is equal to its reverse, great, we have a palindrome and we return true. So as you've seen, each solution has their own pros and cons. The first solution is quite easy to read and write, always the one you can start with, but then mention that we can sort of do better than this in terms of efficiency. And then move to the second solution where we do not create an additional string where we don't have to. Instead, we solve it with a constant space by using pointers. It is slightly more logic to get right, especially if you're under stress. It is certainly worth it, as it will provide significant space complexity advantage, where we go from linear to constant time. And then the third solution is more of an optional one, but I would certainly recommend it to show your proficiency, where we have a super concise code. Literally in one line, we clean all the string, and in the second line, we return true or false. And we can test them as expected. They will return true for the test string of which is a man, a plan, a canal, Panama, which is true. And we can test a false case, which is a race a car, which in this case, race car would be a palindrome, which you can check for yourself as well. And race a car would not be a palindrome, so we would return false for each of the cases. Other than learning to solve a super common problem, we also get to see different perspectives. For example, with the first solution, we're demonstrating clear thinking. The second one, we're showing that we are able to think in terms of efficiency, both space and time, decreasing space complexity. At least you're showing that you're able to find efficient solutions. Where it is you're attempting to make it more efficient, and you do make it more efficient. You actually do make it significantly more efficient in terms of space complexity. And the third one, you show your proficiency in Python programming language using a regular expression, or regex for short. If you want to have access to these codes, I also have this tutorial in an article format, and I will make sure to put a link down to it below so you can inspect the code in more detail and see for yourself as well. And there we have it. We have not one, but 3 solutions to valid palindrome, or LeetCode 125. I hope you got some value out of this tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more tutorials from me. And don't forget to like this video if you want to see more interview questions with multiple solutions. With that said, thank you for watching this video until the end, and I'll see you in the next one.